Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something that saved me a ton of frustration on job sites, the Hilti POL 10 optical level. If you've ever used one of those cheap laser levels that keeps drifting or just plain stops working after a few weeks, you know how much of a headache it can be. But this thing, it's in a whole different league. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been in the construction business for a while now, and I've seen my fair share of tools that promise the world but deliver nothing but headaches. But the Hilti POL 10 is different. It's one of those rare tools that actually lives up to the hype. First off, let me tell you about the build. This isn't some flimsy plastic gadget that feels like it'll snap if you look at it wrong. The Hilti POL 10 is solid, like Hilti Solid. It's got that German engineering feel where everything just clicks into place. The housing is tough, and the optics super clear. I've used it in bright sunlight, dim garages, you name it, and I've never had to squint or adjust the brightness. That's a game changer if you're trying to get a quick, accurate level without wasting time. I remember the first time I used the POL 10. I was working on a kitchen renovation, and I needed to hang some cabinets. I'd measured everything out, but I wanted to double-check that the wall was level before I started drilling holes. I pulled out the POL 10, set it up on a tripod, and turned it on. The laser line was bright and clear, and I could see immediately that the wall was slightly off. I made the adjustments, and the rest of the job went smoothly. It was one of those moments where I realized that this tool was going to pay for itself many times over. Now, let's talk accuracy. I've worked with levels that claim to be precise, but end up being off by a fraction of an inch over just a few feet. That might not sound like much, but when you're hanging cabinets or installing trim, even a little off can mean redoing the whole thing. The POL 10 has a self-leveling range of up to 5 degrees, which is way more forgiving than a lot of other levels out there. And once it's leveled, it stays put. I've left it sitting for hours during a break, and when I came back, it was still spot on. No recalibrating, no fuss. Another thing I love is how easy it is to set up. You just mount it on a tripod, turn it on, and it does its thing. No fumbling with knobs or buttons, just a simple on and off switch and a bright, easy-to-see laser line. I've used it for everything from laying out tile to checking the slope on a driveway, and it's always been dead simple. Even my apprentice could pick it up and use it without me having to walk him through it for an hour. That's a big deal, because it means that I can focus on other parts of the job while he's working on something else. Durability is another big win. I've dropped this thing a few times, accidents happen, and it's still going strong. The lens is protected by a rubber housing, so even if it takes a knock, you're not left with a cracked viewfinder. And the battery life? Ridiculously good. I've used it for full days on a single charge, and it's still got juice left. No need to carry around a bunch of spare batteries, or worry about it dying halfway through a project. That's a huge plus, because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of a job and having your tools fail you. One of the things that surprised me was how versatile it is. I thought I'd mostly use it for indoor stuff, like framing or drywall, but it's just as good outside. I've used it for grading a backyard, setting up fence posts, even checking the alignment on a deck. The outdoor visibility is great, and the laser is bright enough to see even in direct sunlight. I've tried cheaper levels outside, and they just fade into the background. Not this one. It's like it was designed to work in any conditions, which is exactly what you need when you're working on a job site. I've had the POL 10 for a while now, and I've used it on countless jobs. It's become one of my go-to tools, and I couldn't imagine working without it. It saved me time, saved me money, and saved me a whole lot of frustration. If you're tired of dealing with levels that don't hold up or give you inconsistent results, this is the one to get. It's reliable, easy to use, and built to last. So, if you're looking for a level that will take your work to the next level, this is the one. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, and don't forget to check the link in the description.